Hi, Miss McCune.
Hi, Bob. Didn't I tell you you'd be taking this train someday soon?
You sure did, but who'd have believed it?
Good luck. Goodbye.
Yes, I told Bob he'd be taking this one day soon, and he didn't believe it. I'm Dora McCune. I'm head nurse at the New York State Rehabilitation Hospital, and I wouldn't want to work any place else in the world. Oh, sure, we've got lovely grounds and excellent buildings and equipment, but that's not the main thing. The main thing's the people here, the staff and the patients, and the wonderful things that happen to people when they come here. Bob didn't look very different from this patient when he first came to our hospital not so long ago. No wonder he couldn't believe he'd be on that train one day soon. Sometimes even we don't believe it when we see them come in, all but helpless, often without hope. But there is hope, hope for all who pass through this door. I can remember the day not so long ago when most of our patients were children. Patients came to us through the recommendation of their family doctors, and actually there used to be a lot of post-polio cases here. Now we seem to be treating more older people, even many patients who used to be considered totally and permanently disabled. I've often thought we ought to borrow that Army motto which says, the difficult we do today, the impossible takes a little longer. For if it isn't a miracle to see a man like this walk again, well, it'll have to do until the real thing comes along. How does this come to pass? Through medical skill, through affection and devotion, through understanding. For instance, maybe you notice that this isn't a private room. We don't have private rooms here. That's because rehabilitation is training for living in society with people. So we help you start living with people right here. Come along and see.
Hi, Jenny. Hi, Bobby and Phyllis. How are you? Oh, Mr. G. My Bobby's pretty. Nice to see you here. Hi, Phyllis. Hi, Bobby. Where are you going? That way. That way? Well, you just go right along that way. I think you're smoking your own now.
The first thing that happens when a patient comes to our hospital is a series of tests to find out what he's like physically and emotionally. You see, we don't treat diseases here. We treat people. A physical checkup by the ward physician is the beginning, just the beginning. Specialists are consulted to help determine how much the patient can do now, how much muscle power he has left, how these muscles can be trained. Other specialists will evaluate the patient's aptitudes, his mental attitudes, his family background. For rehabilitation is a team project. This is the team. Doctors, specialists in every needed branch of medicine, therapists for physical, occupational, and speech therapy, and pre-vocational testing, psychologists, social workers, nurses. When each member of the team is reported, the physician in physical medicine lays out the plan for treatment.
Complications. Well, to summarize, Bob, as a result of his accident, is paralyzed from the waist down and has, of course, lost sensation in the same area. Our preliminary evaluation reveals that he has sufficient physical potential to benefit from an intensive rehabilitation program. This program will, of course, be geared to his abilities and what we think his potential shall be in the future. It is my feeling that he'll be totally independent in a wheelchair and may possibly even be ambulant with the aid of braces and crutches. His program will include, for the time being, physical therapy, physical rehabilitation, and further evaluation in pre-vocational exploration. At the end of a month, we will meet again to discuss Bob's progress on the program as we have outlined it. Do you have any questions about the program?
And so an intensive rehabilitation program begins. If you were disabled, what would an intensive rehabilitation program mean to you? Whatever your disability, the first step in rehabilitation is building up to a maximum whatever physical capabilities you have left. That might begin with corrective surgery in our operating room, sometimes even giving you pieces of bone from the hospital's bone bank. It will surely mean teaching you how to make the muscles you have left do the work which the muscles you lost used to do. The long, slow, tedious process of muscle re-education. There's only one way to learn it, by doing it over and over and over again. You might need warm baths to relieve stiffness and muscular pain, or in some cases, actually to exercise your weakened muscles underwater. You might have your treatment in specially constructed tanks like these, or in our hospital's own warm water swimming pool. Either place you took them, you'd get more than just a therapeutic bath. You'd get the encouragement and support that's so important in helping you through the weeks and months of treatment. If you'd been bedridden for a considerable period of time before coming to our hospital, rehabilitation for you might begin with a reintroduction to the very simple human experience of standing on your own 2 feet. As you became stronger, you would exercise your recovering muscles against resistance, using weighted devices like this under the encouragement and guidance of a physical therapist. But even with encouragement and guidance, it's work, hard work. Hand in hand with your physical therapy would go occupational therapy. You'd be encouraged to take up a creative activity, some do-it-yourself hobby, just like your friends outside the hospital, with one difference. Here, your activity is chosen for you, to teach your muscles to work together. Now you must learn how to use your growing abilities to give you independence in your everyday living. So you begin the seemingly endless hours of functional training to develop the endurance and skills you need for the tasks of daily living and a job. Sometimes it's fun. But mostly it's just plain hard work. The New York State Rehabilitation Hospital is one of the few hospitals anywhere with the staff and facilities to permit you to have as much therapy as you can take, up to 4 to 6 hours every day. How far you can go, of course, depends on the extent of your disability. But the day has passed when rehabilitation was available only if you were less severely disabled, only if you could become fully employable. Today, we at the New York State Rehabilitation Hospital will help you to make the most of your capabilities, even if this is limited to helping you attain the dignity of feeding yourself, or dressing, or shaving yourself. Because ours is one of the few hospitals of its kind anywhere, it isn't surprising that students from all over the country come here for study and in-service training.
Silvio has many disabilities. He has been a deaf mute since childhood. Recently, polio has weakened his legs so that the slightest sudden push will push him off balance. Silvio, go ahead, put on the shirt. And one of the big problems in rehabilitation today is the functional training of the upper extremity case. This little simple device, we feel, is going to open the door for the development of many techniques. Now, Silvio, with the aid of this device, can put on his T-shirt, and as you can see, he can put on his blouse. At one time, he even used the device to put on his pants. Now, he's learned a method and a technique whereby he doesn't need the device for his pants. Now, on his cuff, he's unable to button one of the cuffs with one hand, so we have an elastic, which enables him just to slip the hand into the cuff, and it's already buttoned for him. Top button, Sylvia. Silvio can hold his head up high. He has regained his dignity and his self-respect. What you have seen, Silvio's accomplishments, illustrates better than anything I can say the true spirit of rehabilitation. That is making the most of what remains after the maximum function has been achieved through medical and surgical procedures. It emphasizes the positive aspects of disablement, ability, not disability, what the patient can do, not what he cannot do. The fact that Silvio can dress and undress himself and take care of other personal needs without having to ask for help from anyone shows what can be done with just a little bit of ingenuity on the part of a sympathetic and understanding therapist.
Sympathy, understanding, and work. As your abilities increase, so do the complexities of your rehabilitation program, and the harder the work becomes. First, you must learn to balance all over again, and then how to walk and get around.
Front with the hip raiser. To the right on 1, down on 2, left on 3, and down on 4. Ready?
Hour after hour, day after day. And there are times when you seem to be making no progress at all, times when you even slip backwards. Other patients are improving faster than you are. You want to give up and quit.
And 4. Down. Ronnie, would you count? What's the trouble, Virginia? I'm tired. I can't do that. Well, just take it easy now till you catch your breath. It's awfully hard at first. You'll get it. Just catch your breath and then start in. Don't try to do it quite as fast as the rest of them. Just get your hips up off the mat as you can at your own speed. Just be careful not to fall off the bar. Okay. Got your breath now? All right. Now start to your right and push down. That's a girl. And then to your left. That's it.
So you don't quit. You don't because everyone here is helping you, including the psychologist.
Yes, I have trouble keeping up and staying with my schedule. It's not very easy for
Yeah,
me.
it gets discouraging.
Yes, I'm afraid so.
Of course, I think sometimes if you look at it from a short term, it looks much more discouraging than if you remember back from when you first came in.
So you don't quit. You don't because you want to get well, and you don't because you see courage and the will to get well all around you, even the children, especially the children.
Okay, Jerry, let's go. Let's drink the chocolate milk. Okay, honey, go ahead. Take your time.
A child with cerebral palsy learns to drink from a cup because he wants the chocolate milk it holds. Youngsters of all ages get around by themselves because they want to be just like the kids outside the hospital and go to school. The New York State Rehabilitation Hospital is outstanding in having a school that has been acclaimed as among the finest of its kind in the country. It runs from kindergarten through high school, and every child at the hospital attends. Our seniors want to go to college. We prove to them they can. And so it is throughout the hospital, the will to do and the proof you can. We help you prove it to yourself.
Marjorie, is this the way you described your kitchen to me yesterday?
Well, not quite. My stove is right up next to the sink.
Oh, this is on rollers, so I'll move it up to make it exactly like yours. And you had a utility table.
Yes, that's about right.
Well, you're going to assume that the oven has been preheated for roasting. This afternoon we're going to take this simulated chicken and roast it in the oven. Actually, it's just a 4-pound sandbag. So we have the seasoning here, and we have the mitts to protect your hands. You'll come over here and check your crutches and start in work. If you need any help, I'll be glad to help you out. All right?
All right, thank you.
We'll have our potatoes and our peas and vegetables cooking on top of the stove, so watch your hands.
Certainly will be nice to cook a chicken again, a real one.
You'll be going home soon, won't you, Margie?
Yes, very soon.
A couple of weeks. And you can cook your own chicken.
I'm not sure it will be nice. I miss it.
Well, it won't be long before you'll be cooking a real one now. It won't be long because you want to. And it also won't be long because we help you prove to yourself that you can live a full and independent life. If you're a breadwinner instead of a housewife, you want to know that you can get a job and hold it. So through pre-vocational exploration, we help you find out what skills you can develop despite your disability. And then our vocational counselor, seeing your abilities, helps you find the type of job that suits those skills. What help will you need when you get home? What should you do for yourself? To answer those questions, we encourage your family to come to the hospital to see for themselves.
And then you pump him up until he is clear of the bed. Now he'll come up into a sitting position,
How high do you have to lift him?
just so it is clear of the bed. Then he would move his feet over the edge of the bed, so he is now in a sitting position. Pull him out, have him clear the bed. Then bring it over.
Do you want me to
Go right
push
up
the chair?
No, I'll your chair to him. And put him right over the seat. Then you would release this valve and do it slowly so he'll come down slowly. And you'll land squarely in the chair.
I see.
Make sure it's down all the way. Then you would unhook this apparatus. Push this away. And then take the...
Feel safe, Dave?
Yes. That's it.
In this unusual hospital, there's an opportunity for everyone to gain the confidence that's needed for a healthy, happy life outside. And that's why, for instance, every Friday night, so many patients leave the hospital to spend the weekend at home with their families. Sometimes you come back feeling better. Sometimes you feel worse. And then you have to start proving things to yourself all over again. Finding out, for instance, that you can cross the street before the light changes. And if you can't do it today, we'll help you find a way to do it tomorrow. What can you do for yourself? Get a job? Go to market? To do these things, you may have to take a bus. Can you do it? We'll help you to find out if you can. If you work at it. Why, we'll even prove many can dance. But it isn't easy. When the music ends, it's back to work and more work. Back to the braces and crutches, to the hours and days and weeks that are made bearable only by the understanding and skill of the rehabilitation team. Together we are blazing a trail to a new fullness of life for the disabled. It's a trail that doesn't end in the hospital, for we continue to work with your local doctor, your family, and the social agencies in your community to achieve the fullest life possible for you. Our services are available to all residents of New York State upon the request of the family physician. Now perhaps you can understand why I said I wouldn't work anywhere else in the world. There are some whom we cannot help, but there are many we can. How? Watch as a speech therapist helps a child with cerebral palsy learn to talk.
Like that. Good. That's fine. Try it again now. Try it. Good. That's good. Now watch in the mirror and show me how you concentrate real hard. Let's try to go moo. Good, just like a cow. Isn't that just like a cow? Let's see you go moo again. But put your hands together. Moo. Again. Moo. See you do it again. I'm going to push your lips a little bit to help you. Go ahead. Reel around. Again, loud. Loud. Ooh. Just the way I go. Watch the way I go. Ooh. Now you put your lips round. Round lips. Ooh. You're getting it. Go on. Real loud. Ooh. Ooh. Try it again. Go on, by yourself now. Go on, you're getting it. Make him reel around. Fine. Let's see how you kiss now. Can you do a nice kiss? Let's see if you can do a nice kiss. Let me see. Like that. Put your lips. Good. Let's see you do it again. Nice and loud. Again. Good. Let's see. Oh, that's a good kiss. That's a good kiss. See, you've got such a nice dry chin now. See how nice and dry your chin is now? Everybody likes to kiss you.
Yeah.
And to hug you. Yes, that's right. Let's see you kiss again, because it's good practice. Go ahead.
Many men and women and children who seem hopeless can find here the patience, the understanding, the courage, the will to do the plain, hard work over and over again, the love that leads to rehabilitation. It's here for you.
Come on. You going to kiss me now? Let's see you kiss me.